You have to choose between two games which one you want to play according to the rules of the games. Game number one, you can play only once. You're gonna be playing with other players. It is a competitive game. That means you could be winning or you could be losing. That also means that you better be careful about other players, because if they win, you lose. At the end of the game, an outside entity will judge the way you've been playing, and according to the evaluation, you will be rewarded or punished. Game number two. You can play an infinite amount of times. You're gonna be playing with other players. This is not a competitive game. And even when other players may seem to be in competition with you, they're not really. It is just a superficial perception. At the end of the game, you will have the opportunity to review the way you've been playing. You will also be able to see from other players' perspective how you have been playing, and you will be evaluating your own performance. If you choose to play again, the experience you gained in previous games will remain with you. You won't remember that you have been playing before. So it will always be as if it's the first time you play. Which one of these two games would you prefer playing? I have a question for you. The rules of the game of life, the rules of the existential game, the one we are living, the one we're playing, let's say, do you think they're more similar to game number one or to game number two? If you believe that the rules of the existential game are more similar to game number one, you're right. That will be your experience. If you believe that the rules of the existential game are more similar to game number two, you're right. That will be your experience. You see, what we believe life to be will be our experience. In other words, if you say to yourself, if you believe that life is unfair, that life is hard, that will be your experience. If you believe that life is easy, that life is fair, that life is fun, that life is exciting, that will be your experience. So to change your experience, all you have to do is to change your beliefs about life, is to change what you tell yourself about life. So every time you catch yourself saying or thinking life is unfair, life is unjust, life is hard, life is difficult, stop and replace that thought with a more positive one. Like, life is fair, life is easy, life is simple, life is generous, life is exciting. And in time, if you keep doing this, you will see that life will match your new beliefs about it. I know. Some of you may be thinking now, rightly so, what are you telling me to do? If I'm angry, I'm pissed off, and really my experience is that life has been unfair, life is difficult, I'm going through a difficult time, I'm feeling like shit. How can I then replace that thought with life is fair, life is beautiful, life is easy, life is simple? It's impossible. Yes, you're right. To do that when you are emotionally charged, it is not possible. What I meant is, when you find yourself saying, oh, life is difficult, life is unfair, life is unjust, life is unkind, life is heavy, but there's no emotional charge. And I'm sure there are those situations. You know why I'm sure? Because 95% of our daily life, psychic life, is ruled by our automatic thought. And these automatic thoughts, normally they are negative. So if you start by replacing them, and that's not difficult, all you have to do is discipline yourself to do it. Just start doing it. So when the record says, oh, life is difficult, life is unkind, stop for a moment and say to yourself, if you feel it's a too big a jump to go from life is unfair, life is heavy, life is difficult, to tell yourself, oh, life is wonderful, life is simple, life is easy, then tell yourself, life is better than I thought. Life is simpler than I thought. Life is kinder than I thought it was. You see, just make a shift in what you tell yourself automatically. When you do that over a period of time, your automatic thoughts change. And then you will most probably attract, manifest, resonate with different situations. And in time, you would remember, if you watch this video, now I can see everything shifted, and it's probably due to the fact that I normally don't tell myself that life is difficult, life is hard. I normally tell myself that life is nice, life is easy, life is fair, and then the experience change. It is as simple as that. Simple doesn't necessarily mean easy, but with devotion, with dedication and discipline, and this is the invite, do it, discipline yourself. Again, try it. You won't know it until you try it. If you haven't done it yet, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. And if you like the video, why not leaving a like, sharing it, and of course, you can leave a comment.